Hello, welcome to this edition of Fearless Aging. And the title of today's episode is Grow Your Own Superfood in Just 5 Days. That's pretty exciting. And so, our expert guest, his name is Doug Evans. He's the author of the Sprout book, he's the creator of the Sprouting Company, which is all about how to make it easy for anyone to grow the most nutritious food on the planet right on their kitchen counter. So, Doug Evans, thanks so much for being here.
Oh, my pleasure. I'm excited to be here. So much to talk about today.
Yeah. Well, let's begin with your just real briefly on your story because I know you say that sprouting quite literally changed your life. Talk just a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think there's a whole notion that we have to eat food, right? And so a lot of people are eating food that's cooked, that's processed, that's refined, that's from the grocery store, that who knows how old it is. And I like fresh food.
Yeah.
And so for 26 years, I've been eating fresh, ripe, raw fruits, vegetables, seeds, nuts, seaweeds, and sprouts. And I always thought of sprouts as intrinsically valuable, but they were always a garnish or a side dish or a snack.
Hmm.
And it was only in light of extreme circumstances where I found myself in an environmental desert with no other food. And the option for me for survival was sprouts. So sprouts became my survival food. And in 1 cubic foot with 6 jars, I was growing thousands of calories a day and I was living on sprouts.
Wow.
And I thought that maybe um, like I was missing something, like it was incomplete or I'd become deficient. So I reached out to Dr. Mark Hyman, Dr. Joel Furman, Dr. Joel Kahn, Dr. Josh Axe. And turns out all of these medical doctors, whether they were keto, functional medicine, or plant based, they all loved sprouts. And when I started to do my own independent research, I concluded that, oh my God, sprouts are the most nutritious food on the planet. And that to me, sprouts were vegetables. They weren't just a garnish or a side dish anymore. They were vegetables that were bioavailable, enzymatically active, and nutritionally superior to the other foods. So therefore, like, why wouldn't everyone eat them? And the fact that you could grow the sprouts without soil, without sunshine, without fertilizer, and you could grow them in days was a miracle. Rico is a miracle.
Yeah.
So I just decided to go all in on the sprouts.
Okay. Well, before we talk about what are all the nutrients and all the nutrients that you can get out of sprout, I want to give you a testimony because you sent me your sprouting. Uh, 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 what do you call it? Your sprouting sprouter, I guess it calls it.
Yeah.
And I've been doing it now for about 3 weeks, and it is. It's really simple. It's easy to do. All you need to do is, rinse them out and put the water in there, and within 5 days you get a whole massive amount of sprouts. It works so good, and yeah, I've been enjoying it. It works. It's really good.
Well, you are worthy, Rico.
Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, so to talk about what are all the nutrients that you can get from sprouts? Can you also get some protein out of sprouts?
As a matter of fact, every single sprout contains every essential amino acid,
Wow,
including lysine, to form complete proteins.
wow.
So the fact is, sprouts are complete foods. You get the calories, you get the soluble and insoluble fiber, you actually get protein along with phytochemicals, which are the antioxidants, the chlorophyll, the carotenoids, the the anthocyanidins. These exist, and the other compounds that are super powerful, like the glucosinolates and the glucoraphanin, which is the precursor to sulforaphane. These all exist in the sprouts.
Well, let me ask you. Well, let's take for instance broccoli, say sprouts. So would you say that? I mean, broccoli has a certain amount of nutrients and a certain amount of value, but doesn't have everything you need. But it actually, in the seed, it actually has more nutrients and say protein than the actual vegetable that it would actually become.
Well, what happens is there is a biological process that occurs where the seed is a complete living organism in a
Hmm.
dormant state.
Hmm.
And when you sprout the seed, it grows into a vegetable. And the process of taking that seed and adding the water to stimulate the germination process is activating all of this biochemistry within the endosperm and the embryo. And it's triggering the birth of meristematic stem cells. So there are certain compounds that have a finite amount in every seed.
Hmm.
And when the seed is growing, like the glucoraphanin composition within a broccoli seed is from 3 to say 13%. When the seed grows into a sprout or a microgreen or a mature head of broccoli, the amount of glucoraphanin is actually getting diluted. That the highest concentration is in the seed, but the seed itself has protective mechanisms. It has a hard testa, the seed coat. It has lectins. It has phytic acid. It has enzyme inhibitors. But in the course of sprouting, the metabolic process reduces those. And by day 3, you have a very, very active vegetable that's super nutritious.
Yeah, and you also, I mean, there's still some seeds that are in with the sprout, so you're actually eating some of the seeds as well, right?
Well, the hulls, which is just
Oh,
insoluble fiber.
okay, oh, okay. So you're getting the fiber as well. But tell me, but it's kind of hard to see how you're getting many calories out of the sprouts. So, how do you get enough calories?
Well, look, 1 cup of, say, broccoli sprouts is only, say, 100 or 120 calories. But a cup of lentils, garbanzo beans, mung beans, green peas is 200 or 220 calories.
Yeah,
So when you start to consume cups of those, you're getting the calories, but you're also getting a lot of water, you're getting a lot of fiber, and you're filling up. So, what I would say is, and you look like you're in good shape, right? Sprouts are the number one food for weight optimization, weight
yeah,
management,
yeah,
right? Because they're high fiber, high nutrient, low calorie, low fat. And no one's overeating sprouts.
yeah.
So, right, no one's overeating. But if you were to add an avocado to your sprouts, you're increasing the caloric density, considerably. If you were to add tahini dressing, right, there's hundreds of calories in 1 tablespoon of tahini dressing.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of optimizing your nutrition towards your dietary requirements.
Yeah, in fact, that's what I've been doing. You can actually make a whole salad out of just the sprouts, but adding some oil and vinegar or some kind of a healthy salad dressing in it, it makes it taste really good. And yeah, that's what I've been doing. I make it, I turn it into a salad and maybe add a couple other things as well. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. So I see what you're saying now. So you can get calories, you can get protein, you get everything you need out of. So yeah, it's a great food. So we need to let people really know that they really need to add this to their diet. Uh, and again, well, when they go to your website, we're going to give them all that information, the links in the chat. I know you're giving people a 10% discount when they order their first unit and their first packet of seeds. Uh, and so again, it's really easy to do. So I guess my other question is, are you coming up with more varieties of different seeds or different ones that you can,
Oh yeah. I mean the whole thing is, it's very easy to be distracted, Rico, right? And what I want to do is stay focused. and so many more. Like what we're covering with the sprouting company, we have alfalfa, radish, clover, broccoli, lentils, green peas, mung beans. We have a salad mix and a protein mix. That is enough to get someone started,
Yeah.
right? So what happens is there's the paradox of choice. If you give people too many choices,
Yeah.
they get stuck. So
Yeah.
we're keeping it very basic. I thought about originally just offering the high glucoraphanin broccoli salad mix
Hmm.
because I think that that's a winner recipe. Everyone should be having it, and everyone would be well served in it.
Yeah. It tastes really good too. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, well, let me ask you: can you sprout fruit seeds or not? Can
You
fruits
can,
be sprouted?
you can, but there's not like watermelon seeds. Can be sprouted. Pumpkin seeds are a fruit,
Uh,
right? A pumpkin is a squash is a
mhm.
fruit, so you can sprout those. It all depends on like which ones, but I would say in general, like if you get a lemon seed, you can. It's really not designed for that level for the bioavailability. So you're better off sticking to the recommended vegetable seeds that we're selling.
Okay. Well, that's such great information. I really appreciate you being here, and we definitely going to get people to. Well, also, you have a sprouting app on your website, right?
Yeah, free app. We have a free app that I made. Whether you buy anything from us or not, I wanted to make it easier for people to know how to sprout. And um, and so the app does push notifications. It helps you size. It gives you the stages. It's really very powerful.
And you also, and they can also get a copy of your book, the Sprout book. You sent me a copy of
Yeah.
that too. Really, a lot of great information in that. So I highly recommend you go to the sproutingcompany.com and check it out. I highly recommend it. You're going to be really happy. You're going to really improve your nutrition and your overall health and your well-being. So, Doug, thanks so much for being here, and thanks for the great work that you're doing.
Hey, my pleasure, Rico. I'm going to be 60 years old on my next birthday, and I
Wow.
feel like we talk about like longevity and feeling good,
Yeah,
and I attribute it to the sprout energy. So let's grow.
let's grow and superfood in just 5 days. All right, everyone. Thanks for being here.